From the time we're small, we're taught a simple story. Certainty is strength. Confidence is the golden ticket to success. And doubt. Doubt is the villain in this story, a weakness to be conquered, a shadow to be silenced, a flaw to outgrow. We're told to be sure, to have conviction, to never waver. But what if that entire story is wrong? What if doubt isn't the enemy we've been taught to fear, but the quiet, profound teacher we've been ignoring all along? We are adrift in a world completely obsessed with answers. We live in a culture that worships at the altar of confidence and clarity. It rewards those who shout the loudest, who project unwavering certainty, even when, deep down, they understand the least. But think about it: has truth ever lived in the noise? Has wisdom ever been found in a scream? No, real truth, real understanding, hides in the quiet spaces. It's in the silence that hangs between our assumptions, in the hesitation just before we speak, in those courageous moments when we dare to question what everyone else simply accepts as obvious. This is the first misunderstanding we need to correct. Doubt is not paralysis. It's not being stuck. It's the opposite. It is awareness. It's your mind, your intuition, gently whispering, "Hang on a second. Maybe there's more to this story than you've been told." It's the engine of curiosity. To doubt is to stay awake in a world that often encourages us to sleepwalk through life, accepting prepackaged beliefs and easy truths. It's a conscious refusal to take comfort in simple, black and white answers. It's the willingness to remain open to the most terrifying and liberating possibility of all, that you might be wrong. And that kind of openness, that deep-seated humility before the vast, beautiful mystery of existence, that is where real wisdom is born. Because certainty, for all its bravado, closes the door. It announces, with finality, "I already know." The case is closed. But doubt props the door open. It keeps it ajar, inviting the unknown, the unexpected, and the transformative to come on in. Every great philosopher, every revolutionary scientist, every spiritual seeker who has ever genuinely searched for meaning has walked hand in hand with uncertainty. They have made a home in its landscape. Think of Socrates, who famously declared, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." He wasn't celebrating ignorance. He was championing freedom, the incredible freedom that washes over you when you finally stop pretending to have everything figured out. When you release the heavy burden of needing to be right, you create space to grow, space to listen, truly listen, to others and to yourself. You grant yourself permission to change your mind, which is one of the most powerful and underrated human abilities. And here lies the quiet, beautiful paradox of doubt. It makes you stronger by softening you. It grounds you more deeply by keeping you curious and looking up at the stars. It makes you feel more alive by constantly reminding you that nothing about this life and nothing about you is fixed in stone. But let's be honest, doubt is uncomfortable. It doesn't offer the warm, soothing blanket of certainty that faith or absolute confidence provides. It can feel like an uninvited guest at a dinner party, sitting beside you and relentlessly asking difficult questions when all you want to do is rest. And yet sometimes, that is exactly what our souls need. That gentle, persistent disruption is what keeps us from becoming stagnant. Because the alternative, blind, unquestioning certainty is far more dangerous. It's a subtle poison. It breeds arrogance and a sense of superiority. It slowly suffocates our sense of wonder, replacing it with a rigid, lifeless dogma. It tricks us into believing our opinions are facts, and it trades our innate curiosity for brittle, defensive pride. The world doesn't need more people who are absolutely sure of themselves. It has plenty of those, and they're often the cause of the deepest divisions. What the world desperately needs are more people who are sincere, people who are willing to look at the world and at themselves with genuine honesty and say those three revolutionary words: "I don't know." People who are brave enough to live inside the questions, to hold the tension of uncertainty without frantically rushing to fill the silence with the first easy answer that comes along. In that quiet space of not knowing, something profound and almost magical begins to happen. You start to see life as it truly is, not as you wish it were, or as you were told it should be. You stop the exhausting work of trying to label every single experience as right or wrong, good or bad, a success or a failure. You begin to see everything, the joy and the pain, the clarity and the confusion, as part of a much larger, intricate unfolding, a grand, ongoing conversation between who you are right now and what existence wants to show you next. And maybe that's what real peace is. Not the absence of doubt, but the quiet comfort of living with it. The ability to look at a vast, uncertain future and say, it's okay, I can rest here, in this moment of not knowing. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't have to solve the cosmic puzzle of your life by tonight. You don't even need to know exactly where you're going. You just need to keep your feet moving, to keep wondering, to stay curious enough to simply see what happens next. Because doubt, in its own quiet, humble way, is a form of faith. It's not faith in a specific doctrine, or a rigid set of rules, or a guaranteed outcome. It's something more organic, more real. It's faith in the process itself. It's the quiet trust that even in the heart of your confusion, you are exactly where you need to be. So, the next time you find yourself standing on uncertain ground, when the path ahead is foggy and the old maps no longer make sense, please remember this: you're not lost. You are learning, you are growing, you are fully, beautifully, and messily alive. And the greatest gift of being alive is that you still get to ask the questions. Maybe we were never meant to find all the answers. Maybe the entire point of this journey was to learn how to live gracefully and with an open heart, without them. So tonight, let yourself rest in the not knowing. Let the questions linger in the air without chasing them away. Let the mystery breathe, and trust that somewhere, within that gentle, sacred uncertainty, your life is quietly, perfectly unfolding, exactly as it should. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe for more quiet reflections. Take good care.